Ooh, what's up, everybody? We're back, man. We're back, man. With Let That Be Known, man, podcast. We're here to talk about there's a lot going on, man, in the sports world, man. Football, basketball, on the court, off the field, issues everywhere, man. We're here to talk about it, man. We're here to get into it, man. But without further ado, man, here's my co-host.
Hey, what's going on, fam? This your boy John. Go ahead and grab yourself something to drink. Sit back, relax, and let that be known. Sports. Hey, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on, man?
Oh man, nothing much, man. Nothing much, man. Just been looking at boy, looking at everything that's going on in the sports world, man. It's been crazy, to say the least, man. It's been real crazy, man. Um, from the basketball standpoint to the football standpoint, man, to the media. I mean, just going down the line, man. From the trades to guys getting cut. You know, it's just been so unreal, man. You know, you had KD getting traded to the Houston Rockets. And then a few days later, you have Dame Dollar getting cut, which I don't think nobody's seen that coming. Maybe him getting traded, but nobody's seen them cutting and eating his contract. And for people who don't know, that's a lot of money that they. The reason why I keep laughing is the Bucks keep doing the same thing over and over. The Bucks have like 3 or 4 coaches who are already on the books, head coaches. So they will fire a head coach and still owe him millions of dollars, you know, for years to come. And they did the same thing to Damian Lillard. they cut him. And now they owe this man for like 3 or 4 years. They owe him millions of dollars. It's like, I'm like, man, how did this organization is being ran like this? And it didn't really start happening until Doc Rivers got there. What's your take on that, man? What's your take on the Damian Lillard?
For sure, it was a shocker. I did not see that one coming at all. You didn't really see any rumors or anything like that prior to it happening. But this is their MO now, especially the last 5 to 7 years now. This has been their MO. They owe 3 different coaches. They're still paying. Now they owe Dame $113 million. And that's 22 and a half over the next 5 years.
That's crazy.
That's crazy work. And he ain't dribbling the ball for you at all.
Giannis, get out of there, bro. I've never been one for a superstar pushing his way out of a city. But on terms like this, Giannis, bro, to savage the rest of your career, bro, you have to get out of Milwaukee, bro, due to the front office, bro, and the way that it's being ran. Like, you need to get out of there. And to be honest with you guys, man, I'm hard on KD because, you know, he is a bandwagon, you know, jumper. He'll jump on a contending team in a minute. He ain't finna lead no team, but he'll jump on one. But I ain't so mad at him for jumping off the Phoenix Suns train.
Hey, that's a sinking ship. Ain't no promise in that.
They starting lineup gonna have Bill Booker and Jalen Green. Man, it has been crazy to say the least. Looking at these things, man. And I want to touch a little bit on this, man. The young fella Ace Bailey played his first summer league game. And for those who don't know, Ace Bailey is the one who was upset about being drafted by the Utah Jazz. He was actually trying to tank his draft stock so he could either fall to Brooklyn or Washington. He wanted to go to one of those teams. And, Danny Ainge said, nope, we taking you, and, and snatched him up there. And he went and played his first summer league game, and it was not good. Especially from an efficiency standpoint, it was just not good. And it looked like a whole, like the young players are going to be in the coming future, where it's just a bunch of volume shooting, getting the ball in my hands, playing one-on-one. And I was talking to somebody the other day, man, and we was having a conversation, and he was saying, man, this person don't have a bag, that person ain't got a bag. And I said, man, realistically, man, bag work only work when you're playing one-on-one. When you're playing a team game, you don't need a lot to be an effective scorer. Like when you go watch some of the most prolific scorers in the game, their game was very, very simple. Like when you watch Kobe, like Kobe game was very simple. It was super effective. Jordan, very simple. Even KD, simple. KD, left dribble pull up, right dribble pull up is crazy. He lives there. He don't really post up a lot. Hezzy pull, Hezzy drive. It's not a whole lot of going crazy. Melo the same way. Like when you look at prolific scores, like there's, not to say that they can't, but their game is right to the point. I'm getting right to it. Right, if I'm posting you up over the left shoulder, over the right shoulder, they're able to go either way. Pull up, Kobe, same thing. I'm a pump fake, pull up. It's the same, thing of getting to, getting to the spots and being efficient in what they're doing. Um, People even look at Kyrie like, oh man, he got a bag. Well, for Kyrie, it's a necessity. Kyrie's 6'1", 6'2" on a good day. He needs a lot so that he can be able to be effective, because he doesn't have the height or the athleticism to be able to just flat out just shoot over people. So yes, I need to be able to be crafty to be able to get my shot off, or to get around taller, rangy defenders, who are taller than me. I just can't simply just post him up and then turn around and shoot on him. So I need to find another way to get him off balance. So, but they have this misconception. And that's why, like, when I would go hoop, like, you have guys that probably would kill in one-on-one, but they suck at team basketball. Just can't play it. They sit out there, they dribble, 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 and then throw up a shot, and everybody looking like, come on, dog. I'm open. But this was only so hard on Ace Bailey because of his decisions to try to tank, and then being bitter about going to Utah, man. What's your take on that, man?
Yeah, man. It's such a bad look, especially for a young player like that who hasn't proven anything. He coming in trying to play an AAU style of basketball, which is not going to work. Which is what you described, the one-on-one style. Let me get mine off. I'm not going to make the right play. I'm just trying to worry about getting mine off, no matter how inefficient that may be. Bag and no bag, that doesn't matter in the NBA. Not if you want to be effective and efficient. And if he just took the time to step back and look at it, Utah may be one of the best places for him right now. There's nothing really to do out there where you can get in trouble or possibly get in trouble, which is helpful for young players. Because if you end up in somewhere like New York or Miami or LA or whatever,
Man,
with that,
any medium to large market is
yeah,
trouble.
it's trouble, especially with the type of mindset he's giving off. No, but I applaud Dan Ainge, man. He's not he didn't fold to the quote unquote pressure. He was like, look, you come to Utah, take it or leave it. We ain't
I
finna,
mean, it
we ain't finna.
really isn't no pressure on that age because it's like
No, that's
most
why I
of,
said quote unquote pressure is,
yeah.
because even when he said it wasn't, he's not coming, you're like, yeah, all right. With our fifth pick, Ace Bailey, Utah Jazz, take it or leave it.
It's either you get drafted, either you're gonna go to the team or you're just not gonna be in the NBA, bro.
NBA,
You can't
yeah,
choose a different team. It don't work that way. You go to the team that drafts you.
yep.
You don't have a say so. Like, well, I don't really want to go there, so I don't. You can't. It's either I'm gonna go to the team that drafts me, or I'm just not gonna go to the NBA.
And I put a lot of onus on the bad management, man. I don't know where this janky. You talking about a janky promoter? His management is a janky promoter, and he need to change management fast. Because if not, man, he gonna burn a lot of bridges before he even gets started.
I'm gonna say this.
I don't know where he found the guy at.
You have guys who gonna come in who could be effective using the athleticism. I like a Lamine Thompson, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which I think like VJ Combs is gonna do. Who he was playing against, who spanked him. And then you have guys who come in who knows how to play the game. I like a Cooper Flagg, right? Can do a little bit of everything. I can shoot, I can score, I can ISO a bit, I can defend, I can pass. I can do a little bit of everything. I can be a basketball player. And when you come to the pros, the people that survive are people that can adapt and become a basketball player. Who can adapt, that's who lasts. Like, you have to understand that. Like, Patrick Beverly is a prime example. Adaptability. Patrick Beverly in high school, giving people dang near 40. He was averaging 40 from Chicago. Then you get to the league. You fight your way to the league. You have to fight his way to the league. Get there, and then they stamp you defensive player. You like, what? Defensive player? But, credit to him. He took it and ran with it. Okay, if that's what you want me to be, I devote my time and my efforts to being a defensive guy. The same with Draymond Green. Go watch Draymond Green Summer League. He was getting buckets. He was hesitant. Go watch Draymond Green Summer League. And then now Draymond Green gets the title of being a defensive guy, an offensive playmaker.
He got a Hall of Famer because of it.
He accepted the role. He took a diminished offensive role. Like, you just look at guys who lasted in the league and just watch how they lasted. Watch how they stuck around. Watch how these guys, watch how Draymond defers. When he come down the offensive end, it's about getting those guys open. It's not about him saying if he can get a bucket. Now, in terms, he will get some buckets because of the gravity that the guys will draw, like Steph, and when he played with Clay. But just look at the role that guys have accepted, man. And I wish the young fella the best, man. Hopefully, man, he can, whatever pride he's running on, whatever thing he think he is, he can put that aside, man, and just work, because he ain't as good as he think he is. Most kids come in, they think they are on the level of superstars. And then you go to the summer league and you get humble. And you struggling against some of the guys that won't even make the league.
Ooh.
And the truth be told, some of them probably should have your spot. But they don't have the name and the fame. But they're outplaying you. If the summer league was based on who played the best, you probably wouldn't make it. You only guaranteed the spot because you was a lottery pick. So you need to humble yourself. Them young cats came out there and humbled you.
Gave him 28.
You got humbled. You carrying yourself like you walking around like you LeBron them, like you a superstar. And you can't even dominate a summer league game. Let alone a pro game, let alone I probably can see you in the G League. I'm going to tell you how this goes, people. If you are a lottery pick, the team realistically gives you 2 years before they are moving on. And let me tell you why. First year, yeah, you're going to be adapting to the NBA, getting used to the way things go, trying to find your way, trying to find your niche. But the team looks at a few things to determine whether or not they're ready to move off of you. And one of the biggest things they determine is that second year when you come into this summer league, if they don't see you dominate, team knows it's time to move on. Because if our second year player can't dominate the incoming rookies, boy, we got a problem. Especially if he's a lottery pick. Now, if you're a second round pick, you might get a little bit more grace because you're a second rounder. But if you're a lottery pick, you're a lottery pick for a reason. Teams expect you to come in and be impactful soon. They might give you a year, maybe 2. But soon they are expecting to get a return on the money they just spent on you. That lottery pick money, they're looking to get a return on that money.
Let me ask you this. So, even though it's just one game in the summer league, is Ace Bailey a starter this year?
Heck no.
He's a lottery pick. He's a lottery pick.
Put it like this. It's going to be hard for Cooper Flagg to start this year. Let alone Ace Bailey. Ace Bailey is going to a lesser team than Cooper Flagg's going to. Cooper Flagg actually going to a deep team. Now, does Cooper Flagg has a chance to start? Of course. He's a number 1 pick, but he's gonna have to earn that. They're not just gonna give it to him like, okay, here, number 1 pick, go out there. No, there's veterans in there that he's gonna have to earn it, and he's gonna have to earn their respect. And coaches know, like, I can't just give it to him, because if I do, then the veterans won't respect him. They don't want to give him the keys, and there's somebody's better at your job on the bench. And now we losing again. I tell tore out the frame, and the veteran saying, "Man, we losing because coach don't want to play the better player. Young fella just ain't ready right now." You never want to do that. Even if you are a number one pick. You want the job to be earned, not given. Not for the sake of, fanfare, but you want to be given because of the sake of your locker room, your team, the camaraderie of the guys. You want everybody to be in on him being in the position that he's in. You want that young fella to have respect in that locker room. And the only way he's going to get that is if he earn it. LeBron James didn't start his first game. For those who think I'm capping, all right? Or think I'm reaching.
And he was the number one pick, right?
LeBron James, number one pick, Sports Illustrated, as a teenager. The chosen one. And he didn't start. He didn't start till later on the season. But Coach Thompson knew one thing. I got to let the young fella earn it. Yes, we know he good. But he needs to earn it so he can have the respect of these guys in the locker room. You just can't give the keys to this young fella and say, hey, drive. But his passenger's like, man, young fella, hey, man, let me off. Let me out of the car. Young fella ain't ready to drive yet. A lot of guys was like that, man. Luka came off the bench. A lot of guys, man, coming to the league, man, did not start right away. Now in training camp, if Cooper Flagg goes out there and he dominates that and earns that, by all means, give a young fella what he's earned. But I think that the NBA should be an earn it, show it, prove it league. It shouldn't be, and that's why we got these entitled young cats coming into the draft who just got drafted into all this money, and they so freaking entitled that they pouting about the team they got to go to. As if you should want me. It's like, bro, it's going to be another you next year. It's going to be another highly touted guy coming in next year. Happens every year. Coming in, man, there's nothing special about you. You have to earn your specialness. You have to earn that. Right now, you just a prospect. That's it. You're a highly touted prospect that they're hoping that pans out. But if we be honest, most of them don't pan out. And like I said, I'm wishing the young fella, I'm wishing him all the best. I'm not hoping that he has a bad career, but I'm going to speak on it of what you done to yourself. You have put that spotlight on yourself, man. And you carrying yourself in such a way that I don't know if you want people to kiss your behind or what.
Man, it's come from whoever his team is gassing them up.
And shout out to your parents. You did a great job. Wonderful character.
Marvelous.
He rich, but boy, his character's something to say.
That's going to be hard to shake. Hard to shake.
Man, his character, man, that's something to say there.
And then you know what's going to come next. I think y'all mischaracterizing who I really am. This is not who I really am. You know what's coming next.
Well, he get up to the press conference and he said stuff like, well, man, I had no problem coming to Utah. Yes, you did. Because they tried to do a fall interview with you and you hung up in their face. Yeah, you had a problem. Like you're lying.
I- People would kill for this chance, and you're just so frivolous with it. This opportunity. Yeah, man, young fella, man. Somebody need to get a young fella ear, man, and let him know, man. You know the opportunity he has, man. That's the 1% ever gets this opportunity. You're just taking it for granted because you think you're good.
Well, man, what happens is, man, you get humbled.
Yeah.
And one day you can have everything. If you look up, you ain't got nothing. We have
Mm.
so many college legends, so many high school
Mhm.
legends who came into the league, man, was highly touted, man, and ended up with nothing.
That's the truth, man.
Or had bad character. Now they can't even get a TV job.
Speak on that, because that's and they crying and complaining now.
Attitude bad, character bad. Nobody wants to be around you. Nobody can't stand you. And now you see all these old heads trying to break into the media world. And it wouldn't even be that hard because you was an NBA player. But it's so hard because nobody wants to fool with you.
Any examples? Yeah, I'm being messy.
I mean, a lot of guys, man. A lot of guys, I feel, um, have that. I think that rough spot, and it took a time for them to break into that role, or they had to end up changing the narrative around them, like a Vernon Maxwell. Right, years ago, Vernon was trying to get into the media space, but he got this stigma around him. Mad Max. And so it took a while for him to be able to change the narrative around himself to be able to get on some of these podcasts. Now, a lot of these guys will never be on TV. They'll never be on ESPN or feature on a TNT because of the stigma on their name. Like, there's nothing like a good name. There's nothing like good character. What if your name is brought up? People ain't like, man, no, man, he be tripping, man. Like, I ain't got time for all that, man. Buddy be tripping. He got an attitude problem, this and that. He don't know how to be professional. This is, all this kind of stuff. Like, man, no, he got, man, profanity is out of this world. We can't have him on TV. He cuss every other word he say. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean? So you have guys in that space that now struggles. I la Kwame Brown. He only limited to, his own YouTube channel. That's it. But had he embraced his journey, had he embraced the narrative of him being a bust, because no, he didn't live up to a number one pick. You was a number one pick. And for whatever reason you didn't live up to it. Had you embraced that, can you imagine where you could have been and what you could have done? Him going out to Stephen A for calling him a bust or whatever Stephen A called him. Him and Stephen A could have networked that.
And Stephen A is all about ratings. So, yep, they could have flipped that. And
I mean, but my thing was the thing that Stephen A said wasn't wrong.
yeah.
You was playing bad, and he talked about it. You was a number one pick. Your teammates talked about it. People who actually play with you. Kobe talked about it. Kobe said you was scared to get the ball. You was nervous to get the ball.
And that's actually on film.
Of you saying, man, don't pass it to me, man. I don't want to go shoot the free throws. And Kobe like, what? But you're open. Like, so things like this, like, you can't get mad at what people are saying about you because most of it or a lot of it is true. But had you embraced that is what I'm saying, and embraced your past, like, hey, that's who I was. I'm not that individual no more, or I moved past to another phase of my life, and I would like to share this phase of my life. The networking you could have did with the NBA, talking to first round picks. Like it could have just went so much further. You could have got so much out of that. Going on podcasts, talking about your journey, breaking down your journey. You know, understanding different things about yourself, what got you there, your mind frame coming in. And don't get me wrong, man. I can only imagine the pressure that's on you as a number one pick. Especially, you know, going to the Wizards with Jordan. I can only imagine the pressure on you. But this is what happens when you have no skill and you have no heart. And I'm just gonna leave it at that.
All right, moving on to other things in sports and NBA, man. So your boy DeAndre Ayton, well, I'm not gonna say that. I won't put him in that boat. But he was bought out. He was bought out by Portland, and he signed with the Lakers. Man, what are your thoughts on that, man?
DeAndre Ayton has skill, so
Yeah, that's why I had this.
yeah, he has skill. He can play. Now, what DeAndre Ayton you gonna get and what mind frame he's in, you know, it's just totally different. You know, I think he can help them out a lot. Being a offensive threat and things like that. Now he's not a high flyer, so being a crazy lob threat isn't there. And things like that. But I think that he is a severe upgrade of what they had last year, to say the least.
I can't argue with that.
So I think right now they literally trying to take whatever they can get. I think the Lakers dropped the ball this all season. You know, letting Dorian Finney-Smith get away. And then when they try to lowball him on the price, then trying to come out and sabotage him. Talking about he got knee problems and things like that. They don't think he's gonna be the same. Like all kind of stuff. The Lakers were wild in this offseason. They was in the headlines for all the wrong things. You know, they changing ownership, which I think will help them in the long run because the new owners have a lot of money, a lot of more money than what Jenny Busnam had. And them being able to go out and hopefully get some more people. I should ask you this question. Do you think they should have traded LeBron?
I still say that's still in play.
You think so?
It's still in play.
Do you think that'd be the right thing or the wrong thing?
For them at this point, yeah, get what you can for him. Get what you can for him now. He didn't opt in for that 50 mil for nothing. I think he's still in very much a possibility of a trade or a buyout or something of that nature. because I think, like you said, this offseason has been a travesty for them.
That's crazy.
Oh, they lowball Dodo, then they lowball Lemon Daddy. So, man, I don't even know who did they draft, or did they have a draft pick?
I don't think they have a number 1 draft pick.
So it's like LeBron probably looking around like, bro, I'm really in my twilight. So
I mean, the only team that I think they should be drafting them are contenders. If
yeah,
you are willing to contend this year, you should be ready to, willing or looking to draft. I mean, not draft, but trade for LeBron. And the team that I think that should probably trade for him, this year are probably the New York Knicks.
now I don't know if you heard it not, but Dallas have been in talks about a buyout trade situation,
I
a buyout
wouldn't.
situation.
I would not be surprised. I heard Dallas in the mix. They've been heavily in the mix, and I'm gonna just say this: depending on if the Lakers do a buyout in trade form, and we do a trade form or whatever, depending on what Dallas have to give up for him. But with that being said, Dallas is probably looking at a championship. And what I mean by a championship, they're contenders now, but they become favorites.
No, that's a fact, man. But I think Dallas is only interested if he gets bought out.
I think most teams are. Because teams don't want to not only make the trade for him, but also have to pick up that salary
At 52,
at
yeah.
52 of him. So I got to give you my assets, and I have to give you this money on my books. So I think I think this is also why they delaying signing PJ.
That could very well be the case. Because that's pretty much a guarantee title. I mean, yeah, short term, yes, great. That's a title too. That is a title or two.
Because Curry coming back. It's gonna be crazy.
Sheesh. Like y'all already been doing bad. Go ahead and finish it off, man. Buy him out. Get him out of there, man. Let them come on the Team Nike. Because that's pretty much what the Mavericks is now, Team Nike.
Well, kind of mixture now. It got a mixture.
Oh, got
Kyrie,
a New
Kyrie
Balance
Anta,
and Anta.
So it's a good mixture. But boy, the media would be crazy between the Mavericks and the Cowboys. The media hub here will be crazy. I would not want to live in Dallas if that happens. It's gonna be crazy.
I live here now.
Man, you think traffic bad now?
What 35 is gonna be jacked.
Every 35, 20, 360, 360. Boy, every place is gonna be, every major highway gonna be jacked up. 45.
45 stay jacked up.
Man, man, shoot. It's gonna be jacked up everywhere. It's gonna be crazy. Because that's a lot of star power.
Well, if I do go to a game, I'm just going to ride dart. Cause I ain't finna
Boy,
driving that boy.
that's a lot of star power, boy. You might have to, man. See the prices on getting a helicopter.
It's good. It's good right here.
Now let me out of this house. I'll walk the rest
Nah,
of the way. Boy, that mess would be crazy.
like it's only 5 miles.
It's only 5 miles. Just let me out right here. I'll walk. Oh no, I can drive you the rest of the way. Nah, I ain't finna sit in
Nah.
there. I'll walk.
This ain't
Man,
going nowhere.
traffic would be crazy, boy. You know, if that happened, if the Mavericks pulled that off, because you have LeBron, which is, bunch of star power. Cooper Flagg, number one player star power. Then you already know the frenzy around the Cowboys. Like,
Mhm.
man, that would be insane. And I just wouldn't want to be nowhere around it. I would love watching it, but I just don't want to be nowhere around that, man.
Nah, I'll go to like a bar or something before I go to a game like that.
Boy, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be literally crazy. The city is gonna be,
It's gonna be
man.
bananas.
But man, moving on, man. We got to touch this, man. Kevontae Turpin. Moving on to some Cowboy news, man. Dallas Pro Bowl returner, man, got caught with some weed and a pistol.
Come on, little fella.
Man, the season finna start, man. Why you chiefing anyway, man? And my biggest thing is this. This is my biggest issue. If you're riding dirty, why are you riding illegal? Why are you doing illegal things like speeding, doing stuff like that? That's gonna get you pulled over. It be the people that be dirty that does the most illegal stuff.
Do the dumbest things.
Like they have no insurance, no license, but they speed. You know, they driving recklessly.
And then the thing is, Texas, you can carry in Texas. What are you doing?
Well, I think you just can't have the gun around that weed. Weed ain't legal in Texas. You can't have that weed. And you definitely can't have no firearm around no drugs. I think that's what got him caught up. It ain't so much the pistol. The pistol probably was registered illegal. He legally owned the pistol.
Well,
that probably wasn't the issue.
Well, I think because he got in some trouble in college. Did he catch a felony behind that? I wonder. Because if you a felon, you can't have no.
Yeah, well, now if you got a felony,
But I don't know. I don't know if that was
especially if it's a violent felony. They are very
because I think it was something like he put his hands on his old lady or something like that.
Then you catch a violent felony, then you cannot have a firearm. Here, in most states anyway, they won't let you carry a firearm. Did you find it?
Yeah, I don't see anything about him being a felon. Let me just check a different way.
We're trying to see, guys, if it's Kevontae Turpin. Is he a felon? Can he carry this gun?
Cause that was caused him to have to go to the USFL because he caught that case in college.
What he called was 2 misdemeanors. So he got 2 misdemeanors.
Today. Okay, so I don't think it was a felony. It was a DV charge, but not necessarily a felony. So it's probably a misdemeanor as well. Oh no. So those got dismissed, so he's not a felon.
So yeah.
So it powers those two together that.
So yeah, so he's not a felon. So yeah, he can have a gun. The gun is perfectly legal. and things like that. In the state of Texas, you don't have to have a gun license to have a gun. You know, unless you wanna, unless you want to open carry. Now if you want to open carry that thing, then you need to have a license. But to have a gun, or to own a gun, you don't have to have a license here to own a gun. But what got them caught up, man, is having weed and a gun in the same place.
That's a no-go. That'll get you every time, man. I mean, like, even with that, man, it's like, what was he doing? Like, what was he? Did they catch him for speeding initially, or did they say?
I'm not sure why he got pulled over.
I mean, I know it don't matter at this point, but let me see. And they probably not going to even list it. They just gonna go off.
They're not gonna release it. They just gonna post. He was arrested for, gun charge, weed charge, or whatever. Man, I'm not sure how much weed he had.
Yeah, because I think if you under a gram or something like that, they won't. They'll just give you like a ticket. So yeah, I think like even though it's not quote unquote fully legal here, you can still have up to like I think a gram, and then
they normally just pour it out for you.
Pour it out, yeah. So he must just got a fresh batch.
They said he had less than 2 ounces. They said he had less than 2 ounces. So, which is a good little amount. It ain't crazy, but it's a good little amount.
that's over a gram or two.
Yeah, so that's definitely over a gram. So they definitely gonna take it.
Yeah, the first batch there.
Had you had a gram or half a gram, but man, just not using wisdom, man. Just not using wisdom. Just not thinking.
You just got paid.
I understand you riding around with a gun. You probably got a fancy car. Whatever. But you should know or be wise enough to know, man, I cannot have both of these in the car with me at the same time. I just can't have it.
These kids, man.
Smoke at home, man. Ride, and when you ride, man, don't have weed in the car. If you smoking weed, man, smoke it at home, dog.
I'm sure you got your nice crib.
You got too much to lose to be just want to smoke in the car, man. Like, smoke at home. Or if you do want to move like that, get you a driver, man.
And the thing is, the Cowboys actually have a program for that. They gave them a card. All they have to do is call it.
They ain't gonna let them smoke in the car.
No, like this is exclusively for like Cowboys players. Like, so you don't be in situations like this,
man. But they ain't gonna do that, man. They're not gonna do that. Cause I'm pretty sure some stipulations on getting that.
I bet they would rather have that than.
I'm pretty sure they probably pick you up if you're drunk or something like that. But if you get in the car, you got a pistol and some weed on you.
Man, I'm willing to bet, man. And then picked up some people.
The question is now, what you think is going to happen to him now?
It's gonna be in a suspension. Now it may not be like a big suspension, maybe a game or two, and the
I'm talking
fine.
about from Brian Schottenheimer.
This is the first time we're gonna see how he responds to this.
I mean, what can he do? I mean, what can he do? What do you think he can do? Like, what can he do?
I think the only thing he really can do is find him. I mean, it's in today's climate, man. It's because like the coaches
I
really
mean,
don't. The coaches really don't
he's,
suspend players
I think he's gonna get
anymore.
fined. I think he's gonna get fined by the NFL. I think he'll get fined by the Cowboys.
Now, I will say this: I do think he'd threaten them. Like if we have this again, we have to move in a different direction. Now he does seem like he's that type. Like, look, man, you know.
I heard Shotty has reached out. I'm not sure what was said, or what that phone call was like.
Yeah,
but
it's interesting.
That's a tough spot to be in.
Yeah, man.
That's a tough spot to be in, man.
Especially this so close to training camp. Like you said, man, you shouldn't be smoking at this point anyway. You should supposed to be in your tip top shape or close to it anyway.
Like if you are smoking, man, all that's supposed to be dead by now because you're so close to training camp. Like you should be just fine tuning yourself to get ready for what you finna put your body through.
Mm-hmm.
Training camp, man, is rigorous, man. The stuff you finna put your body through, it's crazy. Like, you're doing this on a day in, day out, on a weekly basis. Like, man, you need to be fine tuning yourself, man. And for people who don't understand that, training camp, man, the stuff they have to do on a daily basis, then wake up and do it again on a daily basis. It ain't like just them in season where they have a game 1 week and then they get a week off and have a couple of walkthroughs throughout the week or whatever. You're having contact, rigorous, training drills, rigorous cardio, like the stuff that they putting you through mentally, physically. Like when you hear like rookie players going to training camp for the first time, they just like, and you go on.
You thought you was in shape.
You walk into the hotel room and you almost in tears because you like, man, I gotta do this again tomorrow. I don't know how I'm going to move. My body hurts. Or I'm mentally tired and mentally challenging you. They put you in situations. Different situations. 3rd and 12. You don't convert, you're running.
I'll do it until you get it right.
I heard them stuck on 3rd and 12 for a lot.
That is a fact. Now I do got a clip, man, and we talked about this offline about Dallas defensive line coach and the fire he coaches with. Oh, and we like it, man, because he shows some fire, some passion, man. He looks like he's gonna hold them accountable for what they doing or not doing. Where is it? I just want to play. It's just not too long of a clip, man, but I just want to just some of the kind of give an idea of what some of the changes that's been made around here. Well, we hopefully that's the case that it translates, but here we go.
All right, wire on. They got a wire on. Wired up. I'll send them.
65 latitude and 75 longitude, you'll drive deep into the forest. And if you go to the very coordinates that I have given you, you might find the body.
Who's the killer?
on, not next time.
No, don't touch me. 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 All right, Alex, here we go, buddy.
What we got right now, bro, this is a blessing every day that we get in this building, bro.
Amen.
So honor that blessing, honor the privilege that it is to play for this team, bro, put in that work.
Let's get this going. Here we go. Come on, let's start us up, baby. Here we go. Attack! 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 Get off and let's go. Get off and let's go. Get off and let's go. Attack! Come on, here we go, Sam. Get out. Go, solid cobra. Like a cobra. Get off it. Run off the ball. Sprint off the ball. Sprint off the ball.
Mazi,
Sprint
get
off the
your
ball.
fast step off
Come
the
on,
ball.
BJ. Finish off, Tay. Finish off. Here we go. No, we're going. Get off comp. Okay. Get off comp on from the goal line. Now, to eliminate a lot of whining and moaning, the finish is touching the bag. I got the white. You can't be anywhere past the blue.
Listen.
Oh
Listen.
yeah. Go.
Hold him accountable.
Hey, quit about the bags. If you're a real G, you'll win anyways. God almighty. Go! Oh, yeah. Ready? Hut, go! Go!
On sides.
I got three more. Yes. Come on, man. Let's compete, man. Let's get out here and compete. Go! Look at the ball. Woo! We got some gas going today, baby. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Hands. Hit it. Hit him in his hip. Hit him in his hip. Get up. Boom. Hands on the top trap. Good. Get up out of there. Get up out of there. Don't. Hey, stay square. Stay square. Stay square. There it is. Don't turn your back. Get your hand right in there. Come on. There it is. Good. Right up under the breastplate. Right up under the breastplate. There we go. Good. All right, here we go. Defensive ends on the right. D tackles on the left. Right here. Ball's right here. You stand on the blue line. Okay, hey guys, listen. You're working bounce with pullers. So I'm coming off. Osa's getting the down ball pull. He's fish hooking. Boom. I'm overlapping him. I'm going to that bag. He's going to that bag. Everybody feel me on that? Come on. Let's work. As quick as you can go. As quick as you can go. As quick as you can go. Boom. 1, 2, overlap. Go, Marshawn. Overlap.
Move,
overlap,
big boy.
Overlap.
There we
Beautiful.
go.
Beautiful.
Get by that.
Fish hook J. Fish hook J. Fish hook J. Lean into it. Go, baby. Go, baby. Good. Good burst. Good burst. Go get it, Sam. 22 miles an hour. 22 miles an hour. Go, baby. Go, baby. Go, baby. That's it right there. Good burst. Come on, Tay. Come on. Get out there. Get out there, Justin. Get out there, Justin. Lean into it. Lean into it. Go, Tay. Go, baby. Go, baby. Good. Get a drink. Get a drink. Get a drink. Get a drink. You're going one bounce or power step across the goal of the tackle's face. So if I'm a tackle, I'm going to one bounce. I'm going across his face.
Oh, they ain't overshowing
won
no more.
now.
He's
I
number
won.
0 now.
Now I'm vertical.
13.
I'm turning the corner.
I don't even know.
Overhand the towel. Overhand the towel. Finish. And you're bursting. Stay to the inside, to the right of the cone. Okay? Walk through it.
Is that foul?
Boom, boom, boom. Tight. Now lean into it. Burst. Good. Beautiful. Beautiful. Hey, 1, 2, cross. Run it. Lean, 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 lean. Good. Beautiful. 1, 2. Go, Mazi. Go, Mazi. There you
Mazi.
go. Hey, way to battle. I don't even give a about the towel. Good. Tight, Sam. Tight, Sam. Lean into it. Pick it up. Yeah! Ah! Stay inside.
Mazi just can come off the
1,
ball
2. Cross.
hard.
Lean. Burst. 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 Good. Good. Come on, Luigi.
Mazi
Long
about to
stride,
lose
long
his
stride, long
balance.
stride, long stride, long stride. Good. Come on, Marshawn. Lean. Burst.
Sir, get
Good.
out of there.
Water down, water down, water down. Great job, guys. I said pretty much everything needed to be said. We will wrap.
Well, just kind of give an idea, man. You know, that D-line coach, man.
I like the competition. I like the attention to detail.
Mm-hmm.
And I like the accountability. That whoever messes up, I'm getting on you. And I like the drill of them watching the ball. We had so many guys jumping off sides last year. It was crazy. and it was happening in critical moments. It'd be like a 3rd and 5, and a guy just jump outside. It's like, come on, dog. Like, you just gave away a first down. Just look at the ball. You know. But one thing that stood out to me that was very, very, very interesting is Odigizua is running the huddle. And Odigizua had a good year last year.
Got paid.
There's the reason why he got paid. He had quite a few sacks, especially for a D tackle. And Mazi's look like he's got the mindset that what he needs to do. Like, I need to get off the ball. Like, if you go back and watch Mazi play last year and the year before, watch when they hike the ball and watch where Mazi is. Mazi's still like this in the 3-point stance.
No, somebody get Mazi.
And he hasn't come up yet, and the offensive line is already on him. Then watch a few times when he did get off the ball and what he was able to do and how he was able to disrupt it in the backfield. Like, he's so big and strong that if he would get off the ball, like, it would be nothing that they would have to probably literally double team him because he's so strong. But if you don't get off the ball and get leverage, it don't matter how strong you are, the O-line got the leverage.
You beat.
And that's what he's telling them, like, hey, when you come off the ball like this, make sure you're square, man. Get square. Telling them good techniques, man. Hit that hip.
Yeah.
That's fundamental in a lot of sports, in basketball too. Good coaches tell you that. When you're driving the ball, a guy is riding you, you put that arm on the hip right there. Or on defense, a guy trying to turn the corner, you hit the hip a little bit. And it throws him just a little bit, just enough to get an advantage. Which you can do even more in football, because that's not illegal.
Absolutely.
You know, and in basketball, you have to kind of be sneaky and good with it. But in football, it's absolutely legal. You can give that forearm to
it's imperative, actually, especially if you're in the trenches.
So, man, it is good, man, to have a D-line coach who is looking to get the best out of what he has. And we're looking at that's probably going to be one of the best pass rushing D-lines in the league. Especially getting everybody back, from Micah to Odigizua to Dante Fowler to Nealon to having Sam Williams back. Like, they're going to really, really, to having the rookie they just drafted. Like, so, like, they're going to be really deep, and they're going to really be able to get out to the pass rush. They'll be effective on the run if they can have guys like Mazi really come and do his job.
It's consistent effort, man. If he can get a consistent effort, bro, it'll work wonders. See, he was getting up out of there. And then you don't want to be the odd man out, man. If you everybody else is getting out there and you have half ran.
Well, you don't want to be. If you say that you want to be good in this league, you want to take accountability for where you fall short. You want to be like how Tyler Guyton is. You want to look at and say, man, I wasn't good. And you have tools, and you know you got the tools to be good. You go and work on those issues that you lack. And one of the biggest issues for Mazi was he just was too slow getting off the ball.
Bad technique.
Well, we didn't even get to see a lot of technique because he just wasn't getting the freak off the ball. He wasn't getting the freak off the ball. When you playing, man, you playing at one tech, it's imperative, man. You have to put so much pressure on that center, man. You have to get on his tail. That center should be so worried about getting his hands back up fast enough to get you up out of there.
That's a fact.
And you right on the ball. So you see it moving. I understand about one text. Like I understand why like one text be so good. Like when you look at Aaron Donald, Chris Jones, Warren Sapp, like the list keep going on. Like you see the ball. I'm right over the ball. Or depending on where I'm at, I might be right next to the ball. Like you see, it's not like you're at the end.
Ball. Yeah.
Like,
you don't need to get up and read nothing else and make sure everybody that's in place. No. Just
as soon as you see that ball move, as soon as you see his hands start, you coming up off that thing.
Facts. Yeah. I'm like, what was in his mind? I just wonder, like, what was going through your mind pre-snap to where you're just not focused?
It's a habit. Like you can get away with it in college because guys ain't good. But when you get to the pros and guys are good, they got good technique, you can't get away with it. Like you're gonna have to be on top of your game. Like you're gonna have to have good technique, and you're gonna have to be sound and disciplined in your efforts. See, in college, you can just be a lazy, good, strong, good for nothing. Because guys just wasn't good.
Yeah.
I'm strong. Whenever I get up, I'm gonna be able to get in the backfield. But in the NFL, if you are late getting up, you're beat.
That's a fact.
If you're late getting off the ball, you're beat. And I think it just was a rude awakening for him. Like, dang, I got to be better because I just can't use strength and size no more. Yeah, I'm strong, but I can't even get to my strengths because I ain't got off the ball.
So I can't get to my 1-2.
Once I finally start raising up, the lineman driving already. He's driving me. And now I ain't got no balance. I don't have no leverage because I'm getting driven back, and I haven't been able to get it squared away to where I can have some leverage. That's why you see them Dallas Cowboys offensive line, they was driven back 5 yards. I mean, defensive line driven back 5 yards. You know why that happens? Not getting off the ball. The offensive line is beating you to the punch. Hut. And they already hut, and you ain't got up yet.
Your linebacker suffer.
I think Justin Jefferson was talking about it too. He was talking about routes.
And
how you stand. He said, if you don't know how to use peripheral and how to get off the line, it don't matter how fast you are, don't matter how skilled you are. He said because he was working at a camp and several receivers he had, they was coming up, a lot of high school guys, he was coming up and someone was college. They was coming up to the line and they would turn their head all the way like this to watch the ball.
Oh, no. Can't do that.
And he was saying, man, a good DB, your chest going to be so sore.
Boom!
Because if he catch you looking like that, he's going to steal on your chest so hard that he might knock the wind out of you. And you won't see it coming. A good DB is going to jam the heck out of you.
Facts. Facts.
He was like, if you cannot watch the ball and this DB at the same time, you cannot play receiver.
You screwed.
Or they come to the line, they do stuff like this. They cross their hands in the front of the line. A good DB gonna jam the heck out of you.
You ain't gonna be able to get your hands up.
Now you can't get your hands up to defend yourself. You can't swipe the hand off and get to it.
You like, but I had my jab, but I could get my jab off. No.
Gonna jam the heck out of you. You can't get off the line.
Fundamentals, man, or lack thereof. Do you know if Turpin went to Dak's camp? You know how all the receivers went. Do you know if he went? I don't know if he.
I'm not sure. I'm not too sure if he went or not.
But there's one thing I want to touch on, man, before we get out of here, man. This Thursday, it's gonna be a showdown. I'm gonna watch it. Cooper Flagg debut against the LA Lakers and Bronny. That's been the bill. What are your thoughts, or what are you looking forward to seeing in this matchup?
I mean, it's good. You know, it's good for basketball because of their names. They're not going to guard each other, guys. You know, but it's good for basketball. It's good for the brand of the NBA because people are going to watch. You know, viewership is going to be up. You know?
Absolutely.
And so, like, stuff like this is how you get ratings up. Things like that. Like, the NBA was smart to put this as a summer league game. Smart.
Genius.
Don't lie to us and tell us it was a computer. No, it's you. It's smart. The Mavericks probably gonna have another Christmas game, even though they made the playoffs. To see Cooper Flagg, it would be smart.
Wouldn't be surprised if it's against LA.
Can you imagine the first Cooper versus Luka game?
That's gonna be bananas.
If you think Luka ain't gonna go out of it,
you better think again.
You don't think Luka gonna feel some type of way? You don't know Luka then.
Absolutely.
Luka's gonna do everything within his power that every time he plays the Mavericks, he's gonna see that they lose.
That's a fact.
You know, so it's gonna be exciting, man, to see it. I'll be tuned in watching it as well. Now, Cooper Flagg done got much of a summer league team.
Yeah.
I
don't know who none of them guys is. I think I don't know like what I heard of one, but the rest of them is just like
we don't have no second year guys coming like a lot of teams have. You know, they have like second year guys like LA got like Dalton Connect and Bronny, and you know they got a lot of second year guys that are coming along with their rookies. We didn't got that. The Mavericks ain't got that. They don't have no second year guys.
We got these guys off the street.
And just some guys who just undrafted. Now Dallas do have some guys that they signed to a two-way. That I'm excited to see them play as well. Nembhard, his little brother. So I'm excited to see them play, but we won't have, you know, They should have put Brandon Williams in there. Let him swing.
No, Brandon Williams had about 30 every game. He went out there cooking.
But yeah, man. Like a lot of second guys didn't play, man. D Live didn't play his second year. He didn't play his first year because he was hurt, so he didn't play summer league at all.
No, he played like one game. Like he didn't play like a full game. He played like a half, and they like put him back on the shelf.
So we don't really have any guys that's
put Omax back out there with him.
No, Cap, he needs to be out there for sure. And I got love for Omax or whatever. Because he did show improvement last year. He did get better.
But he does need to be out there.
But he needs to be out there. With those guys. He's another guy that's a fringe type of guy. And only thing he's missing, guys, is an outside jump shot. I kid you not. He can take the ball out the dribble. He finished good around the rim.
Good in transition.
He's good in transition. He's got better defensively. Trust me, he got better defensively. Because we went so long without a center. And him and Kessel were playing center. So,
holding it down.
And we actually won some games with them at center. So, like, yeah, he got better defensively. If he gets an outside jump shot,
hey, it's gonna make some noise, man. So
if he gets outside jump shot, you trade PJ Washington. If Omax can shoot that outside jump shot consistency, you trade PJ for a younger PJ.
Wow.
PJ stock is up.
It is up. Ow.
And the cheaper PJ. You're gonna have to pay PJ.
Yeah, he's definitely cheaper.
And I love PJ. I rock with PJ. But just being realistically, if Omax get a jump shot,
wow. That's tough. That's tough, but
and shout out, man. Like underrated guys, that y'all don't realize they kept. Like Kai Jones, I like Buddy.
Love him.
And I think Powell gonna be in on the trade too.
Man, how long we been trying to trade Powell, bro?
He picked up that option.
I was so sad when I seen that.
It posted on the eyes. Everybody all of Airfield. Like, oh my god.
Hey, bro, just leave us alone.
I thought he was gonna go with Spencer Dinwiddie to Charlotte Hornet.
Shout out to Spencer, man.
He forever have respect here, man, for what he did in 22. Was it 2022?
Yeah.
In 22.
Because what he did in 24.
But
see, what frustrates me about Spencer, man, he has the ingredients. He can hoop. He can get buckets. He goes through these spells where he just don't for no good reason.
I mean, he go through a spell to where he don't, or he goes through stuff like where he just plays bad basketball. Like he makes bad decisions.
It's
like
just,
he would do stupid stuff. Like he would go down and he'll try to draw a foul, and the refs ain't giving you that call, and he'll keep doing it. And it's like, bro, and he'll keep turning the ball over. It's like, bro, obviously the ref ain't gonna give that to you. Try something else.
You only got 1 or 2 attempts the whole game. You playing 30 minutes.
The thing that hurts Spencer is he's not a big playmaker. One of the biggest reasons why they brought in D'Angelo Russell. Out of the other candidates they had at point guard. Not only D'Angelo can score, but he also is a really good playmaker. Pocket passing, all that, lobs, things like that. Which you didn't get out of a lot of players like that you possibly could have, potentially brought in. Like a Dennis Schroeder. He's good defensively, but then it's not a big time playmaker, and he's not a big time offensive guy. So we need to get better at the point guard role, and I think we did. It was a short term fix, which all we need is a short term fix. But Kid is going to try some things out with Cooper Flagg handling the ball.
It's going to be interesting to see.
So we will see how that unfolds there. See if Cooper can be a Ben Simmons with the offensive game.
Okay. Thank you for the nuance, because
I mean, if he can be a Ben Simmons with the offensive game, man.
Me too.
Dallas has put together a really good coaching staff. Frank Vogel is the new assistant now, which he's a really good defensive guy. So they brought in another coach as well. I forgot his name, but they put together a really good staff, man. And a very unique staff. And I think what they're going to be able to do defensively with this length is what they're putting so much emphasis on. They brought in guys with expertise, and they let go a lot of guys who don't necessarily have a lot of expertise. They know the game, but you're bringing in guys who have expertise in certain areas, and with the way that they're envisioning themselves playing, you're probably going to need some expertise because you're going to have a lot of length. It's already big with AD at the 4.
Yeah,
that's already big with AD at the 4, Lively at the 5, and then if you're talking about running PJ and Cooper Flagg,
that's
which
huge.
Cooper Flagg is like 6'9", 6'10". That's a lot of length. Especially if Cooper's going to run someone at parts of the game. You're probably going to have PJ, Cooper Flagg, AD, and probably maybe a Najee Marshall. Might be your shortest player on the floor.
That's crazy.
It's gonna be interesting to see. And then if you trade for LeBron, boom, there go your point guard.
Hey, nah, you do that, man. That's a wrap. It's going to ship the trophy here to Dallas because it's ain't no stopping that. Ain't no stopping it at all.
Dallas would be so deep, man. You got Clay, you got all these guys, man.
And you talking about Clay being open? Boy.
Dallas would be so freaking deep.
Well, let's go 110 on the regular.
It's gonna be crazy, man. The length and the size and the pressure you'll be able to put on guys. It'll be nice just to see the whole team play together.
Yeah,
I think we got a half of basketball of that against the Houston Rockets. Well, we see like the whole team play together. We're like, oh my gosh, like
yeah,
this is crazy.
It was scary, boy.
Like, man, And then it just all went to Otis ready. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. 9/11. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to get canceled. Well, that's how our season went. And for those who say it didn't, you're a lie. The reason why I said that because it was just like an overnight thing. Like it was just like it went from the greatest thing that we could have imagined to like in an instant. AD hurt, PJ hurt, and it just started trickling down.
Oh my goodness!
And I think that game, I think D Live was hurt that game too. So no, we haven't seen the whole team play. D Live was hurt. Gafford played, but D Live was hurt. So no, we still haven't seen the whole team play together as a whole. For anybody offended out there, man, whatever.
Man, let's get up out of here, man.
We gonna get out of here, man. We finna tune off, man. Hey, man, it is what it is. You let that be known.
Let it be known, man. Oh, man.
If you're easily offended, man, this ain't the show for. Tuning in, man. Remember, follow us on all social media platforms and let that be known. Remember, it doesn't cost you nothing to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, man. And we continue to go on, man. We will be here, man. Recap, man. The Summer League, man, this Thursday. So tune in for that, man. But until next time, man. Peace out.